Switch, so I like barely play games or anything like that. But they're like so much fun. I really like, I don't know if you've ever played Jackbox before, but I really like the one where like someone is lying. So it's like you play with a group of people and everyone gets a prompt, and one person is the faker and they don't get that prompt, so they have to pretend that they know what's going on. And I think with a really big group of people, it's a lot of fun because like you can't watch everybody at the same time when there's like 10 of you. When there's four of us. When there's 4 of you, I feel like you can really watch everyone, so it's a little bit easier. But I kept ending up being the faker on like the worst one because it had like nothing to do with like my facial expressions. It literally was just like what I was typing. So like they would get a prompt and then I would get a prompt and I would have to make my prompt seem the same as theirs, and I just feel like that's a lot harder than like point to the person that blah 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 blah. I feel like you can fake that pretty easily. I don't know, just my opinion, but it's a lot of fun still. I had a lot of fun. Because there were only 4 of us, like no food got eaten. We all like brought food and like barely anything got eaten. I brought little pigs in a blanket and bacon wrapped little smokies, and like I ended up eating most of what I brought because I was like, you know what, this is good. And then I also brought sugar cookie bars. So like a sugar cookie, but you bake it in a pan instead of like in a cookie, instead of making them into little balls and making them like a cookie. You cook it in like a glass or metal pan, and then you put a frosting on top, and it's like a nice thick sugar cookie. I'm not a big frosting fan, but I know a lot of other people are. Like I worked in a bakery as a froster. I got hired as a froster, and I just like never loved the frosting there. It was never my favorite thing. So I was like kind of like, thank God I don't like it, because I would be so tempted to eat it every single day. So that was nice that I was never really tempted to have any of the frosting. But yeah, the sugar cookie bars are really, really good. I didn't think I would like them. And my frosting, in my opinion, is better than the frosting that I would make at work. Yeah, I make a really good buttercream frosting. That's not too sweet. I use salted butter and icing, it's super runny when you start. It's like super thick when you start, and then you add water, and it's called flooding. So like you make an outline on the cookie of whatever shape it is, and then you like dilute it with water to make it flood, to make it really runny, and that's how you fill in the cookies. So it just takes a bit of time and not always like the most fun thing to do. My goal for today is to film YouTube videos, ASMR videos, and I feel like when I want to film, I want to wear just a little bit more makeup than when I'm just normally going out. So I'm gonna actually do a little bit more than just the one color eyeshadow. So I'm using this very old Too Faced palette that has some nice colors in it. So that's what we're gonna be working with. So I have said this before, I do not like the way my makeup looks on camera, so I'm sure I'm going to be dealing with that right now. Very upsetting, but I have my mirror off to the side, so I'm going to be looking in that. Still chatting though. But yeah, baking. Christmas baking is the best. I really don't remember what I was talking about, sugar cookies. Yeah, sugar cookies can either, like, you can just do it for fun, and they probably will still take a long time because you have to do all the stuff. Royal icing is also like hard to make because you either have to use meringue powder or egg whites, and that's what like makes it firm. So you have to use one of those, and it's just like not as easy as making buttercream, which is literally just like creaming butter and powdered sugar together. Super easy. I will say though, with like whatever kind of frosting you try to make, the texture consistency can always be a mess. Like with buttercream, it can end up being really runny really easily. Like if your butter is too soft, or if you add too much milk, or if you're not putting enough powdered sugar in, and then you try to fix it by like adding more powdered sugar, and then it just ends up tasting so sweet. Or you've overmixed it and it's too soft because of that. I feel like consistency issues are a big thing with buttercream. And then there's like more difficult frostings, like Italian meringue or French meringue, where they have like cooked sugar in it, and that just is like, that's way more to the texture issues. Also, like anything when you're whipping egg whites, if like your bowl isn't completely clean, it can totally ruin the meringue, and like it won't get thick. Baking lessons with Sarah. Sorry, I could ramble on about baking all day, I guess. Didn't realize that I could, but baking lessons with Sarah. But Christmas baking. So I know for Thanksgiving I'm gonna make this chocolate pie that it's like, we found a pie bakery that has this really good chocolate pie. And I'm trying to find a recipe that is similar so that we can enjoy it at home. And it's like this really thick, dense chocolate filling with an Oreo cookie crust, and it's really, really good. And I'm not a pie person. This is the first pie that I've ever liked. I don't like pie. My whole childhood, I hated Thanksgiving because like I'm a dessert person, and like pie was the only dessert that we ever had. So Thanksgiving made me upset because of that. So yeah, that chocolate pie. And then I also make a really good chocolate caramel tart. So tart shortbread crust filled with like a chocolate ganache-esque filling. So it gets like really thick. recipe from pastry school. And I remember when we learned, I was in my first baking class, and another class brought in one. It was like the example one. And I tried it, and I was like, I can't wait to be in this class to try this pie, to get the recipe for this pie. So yeah, when I got the recipe, like I brought it home, and everyone in my family was like, this is delicious. I'm like, I know it is. I know it's delicious. It was so good, so I've made it many times since then. Yeah, it's just so good. I haven't made it in a really long time. And it's another thing that takes just like a really long time, because you have to make the crust and then the filling and the caramel, and they all have to line up at the same time, and if it doesn't, it's just like, oh. So, it takes a while, but it's worth it in the end, because it makes a pretty big pie, tart, and you don't want more than like a little tiny slice, because it's so rich and so filling. So, really, really good. I might make that. If not for Thanksgiving, I'll make it during the Christmas season. Okay, so like always, we're on eyeliner, so I will be right back when I'm done with that. My eyeliner today is definitely sisters and not twins, but that's okay. Eyeliner is never perfect, right? Okay, more baking. So, I also have this cookie recipe. They're called spritz cookies, and they're basically just like a small butter cookie. And a small butter cookie that you use a cookie press to make, and a cookie press is this like contraption, a thing where it has like a big tube, and you put the dough in the tube, and then it has a handle at the top, and you press it, cookie press, and there's like these middle rings that have cut out shapes of things, so like Christmas tree or candy cane or XYZ, and you put the dough inside, and then you put it on a pan, you put the cookie press on a pan, and when you push it down, it pushes out a little bit of the dough through whatever design you have, and then you have a cookie in that shape. So, spritz cookies are a big thing in my house. It kind of marks like the beginning of Christmas when I make them. It's a very exciting moment. My dad loves them, and they're also really small, so you can eat like, I feel like it's just like so easy to eat. You're not like eating a whole cookie. So it's definitely one of those things that you sneak like a lot during the day, and you're like, oh yeah, I had a snack of cookies. I had a couple cookies today. They just go so quickly in my house. They're so good though. They're one of like the easiest cookie recipes. Also, they're just fun. Everyone loves them. Everyone loves them. Classic Christmas cookie. And then other baking. Anything with caramel to me is Christmassy. So, either that being like a caramel shortbread or a millionaire shortbread, which is shortbread, caramel, and like chocolate on top. Either that or just caramels in general. Making caramels can be difficult. You really do have to get it to the correct. You really do have to get it to the correct temperature, which is hard. And then usually in recipes they'll say like soft crack or softball stage, and it's like, what does that mean? It doesn't give you an explanation of what those things mean. So that's always fun. But caramel can be easy as long as you get the temperatures right. So caramels are always delish during the holidays. What other things do I bake during the holidays? I'm trying to think. I feel like I didn't do a lot of baking last year. I quit my bakery job like December 1st. November 30th was my last day. So I quit that job, and I just like didn't want to bake at that time I was a baker at that job. So I was like, I'm done. I don't want to bake at all this holiday season. So I like didn't. I made my spritz cookies and cookies probably, but I wasn't really feeling it. Oh, I really want to make these peppermint brownies this year. I bought all this stuff last year and I didn't get around to making them. My mom does not like peppermint, so I'll have to do it when she's like not home or something, so the house can not smell like peppermint the whole entire time. So yeah, I want to try to make those this year. Okay, I did my mascara off camera because it's just easier for me. I'm trying to decide if I want to put eyeliner on my lower lash line. I feel like I won't for now. Okay, best part of makeup is highlighter. It's just so